Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTEST.com, and welcome to episode number 31 of Boat Test Reports. We'll take a look at the newly updated Boston Whaler 240 Vantage dual console, Axopar's new 22-foot Spyder, as well as seeing Yamaha's new single-engine joystick. Our program today is sponsored by Cruisers Yachts, an American company that builds yachts from 33 to 60 feet. Now for the news. Brunswick Corporation announced last week that it's establishing new strategies and an accelerated focus on enterprise electrification by hiring John Owenick as director. Part of that initiative is the Fathom e-Power system that was debuted in last January's Sea Ray SLX 400. The system has a high-capacity lithium-ion battery pack capable of powering all of a boat's accessories for 8 hours, eliminating the need for a generator. Brunswick says the product will soon be applied across additional boats and propulsion systems. MasterCraft Holdings posted its most profitable first quarter in company history. Its new Aviara line of luxury day boats is being moved to a Florida plant in order to increase production for MasterCraft and Aviara models. Nautic Star and Aviara brands reported net sales of $103.7 million for the first quarter ending October 4th, 2020. Axopar Boats has a new model, the 22-foot Spyder, that will make her world debut in January. The Finnish company has partnered with Joby Sports, a Dutch water sports equipment manufacturer, to offer the Axopar 10, Joby Revolve, and the Revolve 22. The boats are designed with an emphasis on water sports and on-the-water recreation. Each is based on a twin-stepped 22-foot hull, and power is a single outboard ranging from 115 to 200 horsepower. As we've come to expect from Axopar, the Revolve models have a range of aft-seated configurations and accessories, including a bimini top, a head, and an aft deck shower. A custom-made tube fits under the bow seating area, and among the more unusual features is a hammock that installs in the bow. This summer, Yamaha Outboards introduced its remarkable joystick system for single-engine boats, and recently it won the NMMA Innovation Award in the outboard engine category. Let's look at a video made by Yamaha explaining the Hellmaster EX's capabilities and price.
Yamaha is proud to announce the introduction of a joystick system to the world of single outboard powered boats. Far from just a gee-whiz gadget, it's part of our new Hellmaster EX system and offers real maneuverability and fishability benefits that have never been possible before in a single. Featuring an all-new ergonomic joystick with software designed specifically for use on single-engine boats, the Hellmaster EX single-engine joystick simultaneously controls shift, throttle, and steering while providing advanced low-speed maneuverability and vessel positioning options. Used with our advanced digital electric steering systems, either built-in or bolt-on, Hellmaster EX single-engine joystick systems feature incredibly responsive steering, smoother and more controlled shifting, and single-function buttons right on the joystick for easier operation and quicker changes between modes. And since the single joystick system also contains a built-in autopilot, the single joystick provides fine-tuning of autopilot settings as well as adjustability within our SetPoint suite of positioning functions. The single-engine Hellmaster EX joystick system mirrors nearly everything its multi-engine siblings can do. Want to hold your position over a fishing spot? Or throw a cast net for bait near a piling? Use fish point bow or fish point stern to keep that portion of your boat over the spot you choose, while using only very low RPMs so you don't scare your intended quarry. New Drift Point Track lets you drift naturally, but along a track you select, perfect for working a rock line or other structure. 5-level thrust adjustability by just pushing a plus-minus button right on the joystick gives you precise control, and the joystick is also used to adjust position, speed, and direction when in set point or autopilot. And, of course, it provides low-speed driving, docking, and maneuvering with way faster and more precise response than two hands, a helm wheel, and a separate control box ever could. For dealers, a simple-to-understand system layout and plug-and-play installation means easy repowers that can be done over a wide range of single-engine applications. Single-engine boats now appeal to a wider audience, and when properly equipped, the joystick can be added at the time of sale. For the industry, by bringing simplified, feature-rich operation to a wider variety of, shall we say, less intimidating boats, the Hellmaster EX single joystick system will get and keep more people in boating. The Helmmaster EX single-engine joystick system will work with any single-engine outboard application from a 2.8-liter F-150 all the way up through our 425 horsepower XTO offshore, and carries an MSRP of $8,400 to $12,410.
Our sponsor for this episode is Cruisers Yachts, located in Oconto, Wisconsin, and a builder of premium boats that has been in business since 1954.
The Canty is 60, boasts everything you could ever dream in a yacht.
The table has two positions, high for dining and cocktails, and in the low position transitions into a large sun lounge. With the starboard salon door and powered portside window fully open, this single-level platform transforms into a luxuriously appointed entertainment terrace. Elevated dual-helm bolster seats and panoramic view allow for excellent visibility at all cruising speeds. The Master and VIP staterooms are filled with designer fabrics. Both have large, comfortable mattresses and real wood dressers, cleanly fit and finished with privacy doors and custom trim. The Master comes standard with powered blinds. A third stateroom provides additional accommodations, with bunk beds that convert to a double berth.
There's only one thing left to do. Sea trawler for yourself.
Motoryachts are the most complex and expensive vessels on the market, and their total sales worldwide number just a few hundred, yet lessons learned from these yachts can be applied equally to smaller boats. As we keep saying, making a mistake when buying a boat can be costly, and no place more than with a motor yacht. Welcome to part 2 of our Buyer's Guide to Motor Yachts. In this episode, we're going to take a look at 9 main deck layout plans in flush deck or pilot house motor yachts. These boats range from 64 to 90 feet, and you'll see how each builder takes a different approach to creating functional living and entertainment spaces where boaters and guests spend most of their time. This vessel has a 19-foot 4-inch beam, which is wide for her length and makes possible putting the galley and the dining table adjacent to each other athwartships. By building in a settee to starboard, space is picked up for the 2 inboard chairs. The amidships galley can be completely separated from the rest of the area with traditional full bulkheads, European style, or this area can be opened up, which is a more modern treatment and is what we see in the images. The helm is forward for an owner-operator or can be closed off if wanted. In the Absolute Nevada 68, the athwartships galley and dining table are aft by the salon door. This makes serving food both inside and out convenient. The layout has the added advantage of having the 2 dining tables close together for dinner parties with 12 people. The salon has a sofa and a love seat, plus a barrel chair and credenza opposite, and backs up to the raised helm, which is out of sight, but it could be opened up. The CL Yacht 72 is a big step up in size, and here we see the 3 large spaces for entertaining and living. The galley has been placed forward in a country kitchen design, which Americans like, with an island counter and L-shaped banquette forward. The lower helm is part of this space, so the owner-operator will not feel alone. A dayhead is a welcome addition we often don't see on this size yacht. The Nevada 73 has a traditional aft salon, but is the first yacht we've seen with a standalone formal dining area with seats for 8 people. The athwartships alley-type galley can be opened up to the dining area and salon or closed off, European style. Note the side door in the galley for crew when they are aboard. The Hatteras 75 Panacera is the first vessel we've examined that has a beam greater than 20 feet. That means interior spaces can be quite a bit larger than they may appear. This yacht has the salon aft with a handy dayhead and the country kitchen forward with a large island. Forward we see a full interior with dining banquette with 2 tables. This is the first layout we've examined with no lower helm, and from the galley there's a spectacular view forward. The galley can be partitioned off from the salon if desired. Now let's jump up to motor yachts larger than 80 feet. With these boats, most insurance companies will require that an owner have a captain and crew to operate the boat. Keep that in mind as you look at the spaces for the helm and galley. The builder of the 85-foot Ocean Alexander 26R was kind enough to put indications of place settings in the layout drawings to better give us an idea of the actual size of the tables. So, as we can see, the 26R can seat 8 people, both for alfresco dining outside and inside adjacent to the open galley to port. Once again, a designer has placed the dining settee against the starboard bulkhead to maximize space for inboard chairs. Forward is a dayhead to port, an unusual sitting area to starboard that faces forward with views out the windshield, which reminds us of an observation lounge on a cruise ship. The helm is topside. The Monte Carlo Yachts 86 has taken a different approach by eliminating the galley from the main deck and putting it below, freeing up more room for a more formal dining area with adjacent bar. Port and starboard sliding glass doors lead to outdoor terraces which add views and drama to the dining, which can be formal or casual. There's a dayhead on the main deck, but it's accessed from the side deck, and it's designed for swimmers to keep them from having to drip through the salon. The main helm is forward, but completely out of sight from guests. The Serena 88 takes a different approach, maximizing interior spaces with her 23-foot 2-inch beam and her 78-foot 5-inch waterline, the widest and longest of any boat we'll look at. Like other vessels, her salon is aft and a formal dining area is forward athwartships, making use of her prodigious beam. The Euro galley is on the main deck but tucked out of sight to port and has its own side door for crew. To port we see the dayhead, but the most noteworthy feature of this yacht is the master stateroom, which has been placed on the main deck, and it has a spectacular view. A main deck master is something we usually don't see until we get into yachts over 100 feet, but Serena has placed it here, which steps down forward to the master bath. Hatteras in its 90 Panacera has taken a completely different approach to the forward end of the main deck by placing the galley forward and fully amidships. In one stroke, the design is both an American-style country kitchen with island counter, skylight above, and dinette forward, as well as a European-style galley which is out of sight of the guests. Because of the boat's beam, it can be entered on both the port and starboard side, permitting an efficient in and out flow for the serving crew when the owner is hosting cocktail and dinner parties. Note the handy dayhead. Hatteras adds drama to the traditional main salon with the option of a 3-part sliding door looking out to a fold-down portside terrace. For buyers of these multi-million-dollar boats, the arrangement and utility of the main deck is probably the most important detail when it comes to livability and entertaining. By matching the way you will be using the boat with the right layout, will make your purchase an enduring one rather than an expensive learning experience. Here's another question from the Coast Guard's captain's exam. Your vessel is broken down and rolling in heavy seas. You can reduce the possibility of capsizing by A. Rigging a sea anchor, B. Constantly shifting the rudder, C. Moving all personnel forward and low, or D. Moving all personnel aft. And the correct answer is A. You reduce the roll and therefore the chance of capsizing by rigging a sea anchor off the bow. That will help keep your bow into the seas and reduce rolling. Don't have a sea anchor? Sure you do. Put a long line on your 5-gallon bucket and secure the other end to the bow. Well, that's our show for this week. Thanks to our sponsor, Cruisers Yachts, for making it possible. And as always, if you like the show, sign up for our daily newsletter and please keep the photos, videos, and comments coming. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. I'll see you on the water.